They say a home reflects the soul of the person who lives in it. But in Japan, that idea is taken to another level. There, every object, every movement, and even the empty space inside a room carries spiritual weight. Today, we'll uncover 7 Japanese secrets to transform your home into a true temple of peace and prosperity, a sanctuary where harmony flows and abundance naturally follows. Before we continue, I'd like to ask you something. Tell me which country and city you're watching from. I'd love to know and leave you a heart. And don't forget to subscribe and help me reach the goal of 1,000 likes. Imagine walking into your home after a long day and feeling as if your spirit exhales. No visual noise, no cluttered corners, just serenity and quiet energy embracing you like a gentle wave. That's the essence of a Japanese home. It's not about decoration, it's about philosophy. It's not about perfection, it's about connection. And you're about to learn how to bring that same energy into your life. The first secret is the power of Ma, the sacred art of space. In Western culture, people tend to fill every corner, as if emptiness meant something was missing. But in Japan, emptiness is presence. It's the pause between notes that makes the music. What teaches us that leaving open space allows energy, light, and air to breathe. It's not about having less, it's about giving meaning to what remains. So before adding anything new to your home, try removing one thing that no longer resonates with who you are. When you create space, you invite peace. The second secret is wabi-sabi, the beauty of imperfection. A cracked bowl, a faded table, or an uneven wall can hold more soul than a perfect, polished object. Japanese homes often cherish what is natural, aged, and humble, because it reminds them that beauty lives in authenticity. So instead of chasing perfection, let your home tell its story. Maybe that old wooden chair where your child once sat carries more meaning than any new furniture ever could. By embracing imperfection, you allow your surroundings to whisper truth instead of screaming for attention. The third secret is Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, brought indoors. You don't need a forest nearby to feel nature's calm. Add elements of wood, stone, bamboo, and plants to your home. Let sunlight touch your walls. The Japanese believe that when nature enters your space, stress quietly leaves. Even a single bonsai or vase with fresh flowers can become a daily meditation, reminding you of life's delicate balance. In Japan, simplicity isn't emptiness, it's essence. Each item serves a purpose, and each corner breathes intention. That's why a small Japanese apartment can feel more peaceful than a large Western house. It's not the size of the space that matters. It's the spirit you cultivate inside it. Think of your home as a mirror of your mind. If your environment is calm, your thoughts follow. But if your home is chaotic, inner peace struggles to stay. The next secrets you'll discover go even deeper. They'll show you how Japanese families cultivate invisible energy, gratitude, and prosperity in their daily routines. These aren't just habits, they're rituals that connect heart, home, and harmony in one continuous flow. In Japan, prosperity begins not with money, but with gratitude. The fourth secret is called arigato no kokoro, the heart of thankfulness. It's the idea that every moment, object, and task deserves appreciation. When a Japanese woman tidies her home, she doesn't rush through it as a chore. She moves with intention, often whispering arigato, thank you, to the things she's cleaning or letting go of. She thanks the shoes before storing them, the broom after using it, the dishes after washing them. It may sound poetic, but this simple act changes energy. When you infuse gratitude into your actions, your home becomes more than a place. It becomes alive with positive emotion. Try it yourself tonight. As you wipe your kitchen counter, whisper, "Thank you for feeding my family." And you'll notice how the atmosphere shifts, how peace quietly expands. The fifth secret is asoji, the great cleaning. Unlike Western spring cleaning, osoji is a spiritual reset performed at the end of each year. Families deep clean not only to remove dust, but to remove the weight of old emotions and stagnant energy. Every window opened, every drawer emptied, is an act of renewal. You don't need to wait for December to practice osoji. You can do it any weekend. Choose one small area, breathe deeply, and release what no longer serves you. The Japanese believe that a clean home invites good fortune, but it's not superstition. It's psychology. When your surroundings are clear, your mind becomes sharper, lighter, freer. There's another layer to this. Japanese cleaning isn't about punishment or perfection. It's a meditation. Many people in Japan even clean temples as a form of gratitude. Sweeping the floor becomes a prayer. Washing dishes becomes mindfulness in motion. When you start to view cleaning this way, it stops being tiring and starts being sacred. Imagine turning your daily chores into rituals of peace. That's the hidden beauty of osoji. The sixth secret is itadakimasu, a word said before every meal. It means I humbly receive, and it's more than manners. It's a spiritual reminder of connection. Before eating, Japanese families pause and acknowledge everyone and everything that made the meal possible. The farmer, the cook, the earth. You can bring this into your home too. When you prepare or share food, take a moment to be present. Gratitude transforms ordinary meals into moments of harmony. You'll notice the room feels calmer, the people more centered. That's the ripple effect of mindfulness. By practicing arigato no kokoro, osoji, and itadakimasu, your home becomes a temple not just of beauty, but of awareness. You stop living on autopilot and start living intentionally, and as your energy shifts, prosperity naturally begins to flow. Not as a sudden windfall, but as peace, clarity, and synchronicity showing up in small, beautiful ways. Yet there's something even more mysterious that the Japanese do, something they rarely talk about, that silently guards the flow of good energy at home. It's not an object, nor a ritual, but a subtle spiritual boundary that separates chaos from calm. This next secret is deeply spiritual, almost invisible to the eye, yet powerful enough to transform the entire atmosphere of a home. It's called kekai, the invisible boundary. In Japanese tradition, kekai is a sacred line that separates the outside world, full of noise and chaos, from the inner world of calm and purity. It's the reason why Japanese homes feel instantly peaceful the moment you step inside. When someone crosses the threshold, they remove their shoes, bow slightly, and enter with respect. That small ritual is not just about cleanliness, it's about energy. They are leaving the weight of the world at the door. You can create your own kekai, no matter where you live. Start by choosing one symbolic gesture or area that marks the transition from outside to home. It could be placing a small mat, lighting a candle by the entrance, or keeping a tiny plant near your door. When you walk in, take a breath and say silently, I am home. This one act can shift your mood, calm your thoughts, and remind you that you've stepped into your sanctuary. The seventh secret is omotenashi, the art of mindful hospitality. In Japan, welcoming guests isn't just about offering tea or snacks. It's about anticipating needs before they're even spoken. The Japanese say true hospitality means making someone feel seen without words. You can bring omotenashi into your home by creating warmth through simplicity. Maybe it's the way you prepare a small corner for visitors, the scent of clean tatami or fresh linen, or the quiet way you offer water to a friend before she asks. Hospitality in Japan is silent, graceful, and deeply emotional. It's about presence, not presentation. When your guests feel peace in your space, prosperity expands because kindness always multiplies. But omotenashi is not just for guests. It's also how you treat yourself. You are your home's most important guest. Brew yourself tea with care, open your curtains every morning to greet the light, and speak to yourself gently. The Japanese believe the home responds to your tone and energy. If you care for yourself kindly, your home becomes kinder to you. All these habits connect through one thread: awareness. Japanese minimalism isn't just about having fewer things, it's about living with deeper meaning. Every movement, every item, every silence carries intention. When you look at a Japanese home, you might think, it's so simple. But behind that simplicity lies a symphony of gratitude, respect, and mindfulness. And that's why it feels like peace. Imagine if starting tomorrow you treated your own space this way, as something sacred. What would change? How would your mornings feel? How would your nights end? Because there's still one final layer that ties all these Japanese secrets together, a quiet practice that brings harmony, wealth, and emotional balance into every home that embraces it. This final layer is the unseen heart of Japanese living. Kansha no seikatsu, the life of gratitude. It's not a single habit, but a way of seeing. In Japan, people believe that when you express gratitude daily, not just through words, but through actions, you align yourself with the flow of abundance. A home filled with thankfulness naturally attracts prosperity, because the energy of appreciation expands whatever it touches. The Japanese don't wait for special occasions to feel grateful. They practice it quietly, in moments so small that most people would overlook them. A woman bowing before arranging flowers, a man thanking his tools before putting them away, a child whispering "itadakimasu" before eating a simple bowl of rice. All are acts of kansha. Gratitude turns routine into reverence. You can begin your own practice right now. Each morning before the day begins, look around your home and name 3 things you're thankful for. Maybe it's the light entering through the window, the roof protecting you, or the scent of your morning coffee. Let gratitude ground you before the rush of the day. Then, at night, repeat this silently. Thank your home for sheltering you. Thank your body for carrying you. Thank your heart for feeling. Over time, you'll notice a subtle transformation. Your surroundings start to feel softer, lighter, almost as if your home breathes with you. In Japan, many families also practice enmusubi, the art of connection. They believe that the energy between people is just as important as the energy of space. Harmony inside the home begins with kindness. How family members speak, listen, and move around each other. When tension arises, they often pause, bow slightly, and let silence restore balance before speaking again. This pause is sacred. It's the human form of Ma, the space that allows understanding to grow. Try this in your own life. Before reacting, take one breath. Let that breath become your boundary between chaos and calm. Slowly, you'll find that conflicts lose their sharpness and communication becomes clearer. A peaceful home isn't built with furniture. It's built with patience. Every Japanese secret we've discussed, from Ma to wabi-sabi, osoji, omotenashi, and now kansha no seikatsu, shares one essence: awareness. When you live aware, you live rich. Yet there's still one more story that reveals how these ancient practices quietly shape modern Japan. A story that shows how peace and prosperity can grow in even the smallest home if it's nurtured with the right heart. In a small town near Kyoto, there lived an elderly woman named Aiko who became known as the woman whose house always smiled. Her home was tiny, barely large enough for 2 rooms, but every person who visited said they felt a rare peace when they entered. Neighbors would often stop by just to sit in silence, sipping tea while Aiko told them stories of her late husband and the seasons of her garden. What made her home so special wasn't luxury. It was spirit. Every object in Aiko's house had a story, a purpose, and a feeling. The worn teapot, the faded calligraphy scroll, the little broom by the door. Each was treated like a friend. She practiced osoji every morning, opening the windows even in winter to let the air flow. Fresh wind brings fresh luck, she'd say. Before she cleaned, she bowed to her home and whispered, "Thank you for another day." Visitors often asked her why her house felt so full of light. Aiko would smile and answer softly, "Because nothing here is lonely. Everything is loved." This was Kansha no Sikatsu in motion, gratitude alive in every breath. One day, a young couple moved next door. Their apartment was modern, full of gadgets, but they often argued. The husband, curious about Aiko's calm, visited her one evening. She served him tea and told him, "Your home will never be peaceful if your heart is noisy." Then she handed him a small cloth and said, "Wipe your dining table tonight, but as you do, thank it for holding your meals. Thank your walls for sheltering you. Thank your wife for sharing space with you." The next day, he did it. And for the first time in months, their home felt lighter. The air seemed softer. His wife noticed it too, and they began practicing gratitude together. Over time, their home transformed from tense to tranquil. Word spread, and soon Aiko's way of living inspired the whole neighborhood. This story reflects something deeply Japanese. Peace and prosperity don't start outside, they start within. When the mind is gentle, the home becomes gentle. When the home is gentle, life unfolds gracefully. Japanese minimalism isn't just a style, it's a spiritual ecosystem where balance creates abundance. Yet there's still one more truth hidden beneath it all, a secret that even Aiko used to whisper to herself at sunset. A secret about how to keep that peace alive, no matter what happens outside your door. Aiko's final secret, the one she whispered as the sun set behind the mountains, was simple but profound. Peace must be chosen every day. That was her ritual, her prayer, and her reminder. In Japan, harmony is never accidental. It's cultivated through intention. The beauty of Japanese minimalism lies in its discipline, its quiet commitment to simplicity, even when life feels complicated. And that's what this final message is about, protecting your inner temple. Every home faces storms, noise, stress, bills, unexpected chaos, but the Japanese secret is to anchor yourself in small, sacred routines. When you light a candle in the morning, when you arrange flowers, when you clean with gratitude, you are building invisible walls of peace that nothing outside can destroy. The Japanese call this seikatsu no chowa, harmony in daily living. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Even if your space isn't perfect, your peace can be. Even if you don't have much, gratitude can multiply what you already possess. Think of your home as a living reflection of your energy. When you walk through it, everything you see should speak of calm, clarity, and kindness. Remove what distracts you, cherish what matters, and let go of the rest. This is how Japanese homes stay timeless, not because of money or design, but because of spirit. Prosperity in this philosophy is not about having more, it's about feeling full. When you live with awareness, gratitude, and care, your home becomes a mirror of your highest self. And when your energy aligns with that peace, opportunities, abundance, and harmony naturally flow in. So tonight, when you return to your home, take a slow look around. Whisper thank you to the walls that protect you, to the floor that carries you, to the quiet that allows you to rest. Light a candle, breathe deeply, and remind yourself, this is my temple of peace and prosperity. I am both its guardian and its guest. And if you found value in these 7 Japanese secrets, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share this video so more people can discover how to transform their homes and their hearts into sanctuaries of serenity.